going to try to fire this thing up. I've got everything pretty much in place. The fuel system's connected and all the ignition's in place, and the radiator's not in yet, but we don't really need it in there, just to do a preliminary. Also, valve cover's not installed yet, because once it starts to run, I want to make sure all the valves are properly adjusted. So I'm going to have to crank it a bit to get the fuel up to the carb. The carb is completely empty, and that's just fine, because I'll give a chance for the oil pump to run and pre-lube the engine. So we'll go ahead and give it a rest. See if we got a pump shot. Not yet. We got some. I don't see any oil in the rockers yet. It's okay. Ignition's not on, but I think it ought to start if I turn the key on now. Let's see. Yeah, timing is kind of in the ballpark, so I don't know exactly where it's at until I get a timing light on it. Ooh, promising. Automatic choke is not working for some reason or another. I don't know what's with that. Okay, I have to look into that. That doesn't seem right. Anyway. Seems going to be a bear to start with this choke open. Let's see if I can just one-handedly, anyway, set this thing right about there. That's way off. Oh, okay, that screw is loose. We know we've had a few of those lately. Very promising. Heard what sounded like an exhaust leak, so I thought I had all this tight and all this. It's got new gaskets in it and everything. And also, it's something important to note was that, let's see if I can get the flash on this. Okay. This thermostatic heat riser was seized up. It's typical on these. So it gets stuck in the open position, so its intended purpose is to... Oh. Alright, we're back at it. This thing just When you run it in ultra high definition mode, it gives you 5 minutes. Anyway, this thermostatic heat riser is always seized up on these, so I've freed that up. And what it does is when the engine's cold, there's a flapper valve there in the exhaust manifold that diverts the exhaust gases up to the bottom of the carb. It helps, it's kind of a pollution control, but more so it helps warm up the carburetor to keep it from being too cold-blooded. So yeah, I think we're right there. And that open vacuum nipple doesn't help. That's probably why it's not running. Forgot all about that. Anyway, I bet if we plug that, I bet this thing would start right up. Yes. Let's see what I can find laying around to take care of that. How about a proper vacuum nipple? That'll do the trick. Prime this thing again. Exhaust leak right there. Okay. Timing is a little bit too slow. Durr. Let's give it a little advance. Try it again. Try the other direction. This thing spun counterclockwise. Might be wrong about that. No, I think I was right. I think it's just cold. Choke seems to be working now. There's our oil. Good enough for me.